Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this Saturday. I'm Lily Wu. Grab your favorite morning drink and join us for the second half of GMK. But first, let's take a look at weather. So, how's it looking, Tanner?
Well, good morning, Lily. It is looking cold out there this morning. Temperature of 17 degrees, but that's only about half the story. We have some gusty south winds out there, actually making it feel much colder. But as we look outside using the Emprise Bank KAKE, you can see we have a lot of sunshine, so it looks nice out there. But once you go out there, it's very cold. You're definitely going to need to bundle up when you head out the door this morning. We're up to 20 degrees right now in Hutch, 21 in Salina and Great Bend, 20 degrees right now in Dodge City. Like I said, a gusty south wind bringing the wind chills down into the single digits across much of the state. It actually feels like 3 degrees right now in Wichita, feels like 5 in Hutch, the wind chill of 7 right now in Salina. So like I said, you'll need to bundle up when you head out the door this morning. You're going to need the heavy coat as we head into the afternoon because it's going to be chilly but warmer than what we've seen the last couple of days. 25 at 10 a.m. up to 31 by the noon hour. Above freezing. We're going to melt a little snow today with sunshine. 3 p.m. temperature right around 36 degrees, but that gusty south wind about 15 to 25 miles per hour will actually make it feel more like the 20s as we head through the afternoon. Looks like a nice warm up at the end of the work week. We'll give you another look at the forecast coming up.
Thank you, Tanner. Well, new this morning, a shooting in southeast Wichita kills 2 men and injures 2 others. It happened at a bar called The Place in the 4800 block of East Harry by Oliver. Officers were called around 1:30 a.m. after shots were fired in a parking lot. 2 men were rushed to the from the scene to the hospital in critical condition. 2 other men also suffered gunshot wounds.
There were 2 additional male victims that arrived at hospitals, one with a gunshot wound to the leg and another one with a gunshot wound to the chest. The third one also in critical condition.
The men are between the ages of 25 and 36. Police are still investigating the shooting. A week of major structure fires throughout KAKE ended tragically yesterday morning. A woman is dead following a house fire in Valley Center. She's been identified as 69-year-old Wilma P.J. Gresham. The fire broke out in the 400 block of North Hickory Lane. Firefighters pulled Gresham from an upstairs bedroom. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, the cause is still under investigation, but KAKE's Madeline Anderson has a word of caution from fire officials to homeowners.
Flames erupted throughout KAKE this week, from a fire in Derby to another in Valley Center to several in Wichita, including one this evening. Their causes are still under investigation, but fire officials say the majority they respond to this time of year are related to how we heat our homes.
We've had 3 or 4 space heater fires. I know we've had a couple cooking fires. We've had fires obviously involving wood-burning stoves and fireplaces over these last few weeks.
Wichita Fire Marshal Bradley Crisp says space heaters should be placed at least 3 feet from clothes, curtains, or bedding. Fireplaces and wood-burning stoves need to be inspected once a year, and food on the stove must never be left unattended.
Those kinds of things are completely preventable types of fires, and we don't want to see anybody get displaced from their home because they had an accidental fire.
In one case this week, a family escaped flames unharmed despite not having any working smoke detectors.
Smoke alarms are required by city ordinance, they're required by state statute, and still to this day we have fires where there's not a working smoke alarm in the home or there's not a smoke alarm at all.
The fire department offers free smoke detectors for people who can't afford them. They can also help to install those smoke detectors. Now, to receive help, you can call 268-4441. Batteries should be changed twice a year, and the entire smoke detector should be replaced every 10 years. An unusually high number of bald eagles have made their way to Wichita for the cold winter months. As many as 14 bald eagles have been spotted together along the Arkansas River near Watson Park. Now, the increase is believed to be because bald eagles from further north are coming to feed along the open water. Now, the eagles are expected to stay along the Arkansas River south of Kellogg for another month. President Barack Obama proposes free community college paid for by taxpayers. Students who attend at least half-time and maintain a 2.5 GPA would get 2 years free at a community college. Now, the school would have to allow students to transfer to 4-year schools or do job training programs. Butler Community College President Kimberly Krull says this would be huge for students struggling to pay for college.
Student loan debt is so astronomical now, and we know as an institution we have a number of students that come to us that have huge financial need. The only way they can come to school is on, grants and loans.
To me, that would be great because for students like me who have.
Now, the White House says the plan would cost the federal government about $60 billion over 10 years. The remaining $20 billion would be left for states to pick up. A rocket blast off into space, a hashtag on Twitter, is now among the most tweeted, and the search continues for a plane. Here's a look at what's trending today. A SpaceX Falcon rocket blasted off with supplies for the International Space Station this morning. But according to SpaceX founder, the mission's historic efforts to land the leftover booster on an ocean barge was unsuccessful. His goal is to figure out how to reuse rockets like airplanes so the cost of space access is reduced. Hashtag Jesu Charlie, translated to I am Charlie, is one of the Twitter's most popular hashtags. It's a sign of solidarity with employees of the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. 12 people died at the newspaper headquarters on Wednesday, which included 2 policemen. 3 of 4 suspects were killed yesterday. Investigators are still searching for the black boxes in the Air Asia plane that crashed on December 28th. Today, they lifted the tail portion out of the Java Sea. Family members have been waiting for 2 weeks to reunite with loved ones and bring their bodies back to their home countries. All 162 people on board died in that crash. You can join in on the conversation by following KAKE News on Twitter and liking us on Facebook.